Do you want to go and stay in a Premier Inn in London?
No, yeah.
A Premier Inn in London?
2 sleeps.
2 sleeps in about 3 weeks' time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like we're going to summer in the city,
on
folks.
Sunday.
Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. We are out and about in Peterborough. It's a really sunny, lovely Saturday morning. Disregard this, that's not relevant to anything. We're just out and about doing a bit of pottering about, just really trying to get out and about and enjoy the sunshine, because up until this summer really, that's not something we've ever been able to do with Andy previously, because he's never been at all interested in leaving the house. But he wanted to come out this morning and come to the cathedral, he wanted to come out and ride in the lifts, he wanted to come out and look at some tills, and he also did want to come out and do some Pokemon Go. So after mocking it so furiously over the last couple of weeks and having not really played the game for about 2 years, I have dug out my trusty old Pokemon Go Plus this morning. I have the game up and running on my phone now, and it looks like for the time being we're back on board, and Andy's really enjoying it as well. So they're over there in the cathedral. I'm going to catch some pokies.
Dad. Go to the bells.
Hello.
Go to McDonald's.
Was that good? We're not going to McDonald's yet. We've got to go to the bank.
Yep, ATM.
Andy, come here. Come sit down for a minute. Sit down with me for a minute. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go and stay in a Premier Inn in London?
No, yeah.
A Premier Inn in London?
2 sleeps.
2 sleeps in about 3 weeks' time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like we're going to summer in the city,
on
folks.
Sunday.
Any excuse for him to get his shoes off in public. Not even rolled his trousers up. Not even going in. Just, I can get my shoes off. I'm all over that. While we're on the topic of feel-good Andy stories, allow me to just throw back over to past Kev, who's got a little message for you from yesterday. Thanks, future Kev. Now, I know we don't normally vlog on a Friday when we have the thing that was on yesterday, the Parenting Autism series, which, by the way, if you haven't watched it yet, you should go and watch it. It was awesome. But we have Andy's end-of-year report. Hold on, blank out the name of his school. School report. Andy, 2017-18, including some awesome photos, which, there you go, there's some photos, there's some more photos of Andy doing his thing at school this year, which is awesome. I don't think there's any other kids. I was just checking to make sure there was no other kids on there. So actually, we'll just look at that one because there's other kids on the other one, which we don't want to show other kids on here because they obviously haven't given their permission to be on the internet. But we now have his big long report. I'm not going to read out the whole thing to you, but the important thing is the colour coding key that this has in it. So when I show you the page in a second, blue means above expected progress, green is on track and achieving expected level of progress, amber is working towards target but needs additional support, and red is below expected target. And then effort, 1 is outstanding, 2 is good, 3 satisfactory, 4 requires improvement. So if we just look at that page and just see all the blue on there to begin with. So what that means is for English, for English, maths, science and humanities, his effort is 1, which is outstanding, and he's achieved above what they expected him to achieve for the year, so he's overachieving and all of that stuff. For PE, he's still put in a good effort and met his required level. ICT was another outstanding effort and over and above, and creativity is another good effort whilst achieving his target. So he's met or exceeded his targets in everything, and his effort grade and everything is good or outstanding. Now, bearing in mind this is the kid who this time last year hadn't been to school for a year and a half. So that's some pretty exceptional progress over the course of a year to have made. There's obviously lots and lots of information in here that I'm not going to read it all out to you, but it's just to show that he just keeps... surprising's not the right word, because it shouldn't be a surprise. We know he's a smart kid, but we also know where he was a year ago, where he was 2 years ago, and he's a different kid now, and he keeps offering an outstanding effort and achieving more than we expect him to, and he's been doing it at school all year as well, which is just awesome. I'll now pass you back to future Kev, who can continue to go about his Saturday. There you go. While you were watching that from past Kev, we managed to have the quickest trip to McDonald's in the history of the world, and apparently it turned into a really dark, overcast, miserable day. Andy, we're going this way. Gotta go to Asda.
Oh, we'll go to Tesco.
Oh, okay. Perhaps we're not going this way.
No, we're going to Tesco when we get home.
I thought we were going to Asda. I get very confused. What level are we on, Andy?
Wheat.
Wheat. So we're still doing French?
Wheat.
Excellent.
Wheat.
He still does levels of car parks in French?
No.
We don't know why.
Wheat.
But it's awesome. And we're home, and waiting for me is an Amazon parcel. And I have already opened the top and had a sneaky little look, because I was expecting something I bought as well. I thought it might be that, but it wasn't. And I'm a little bit sad. Not because of what it is awesome. What it is Captain Marvel pop, which is really cool, because Captain Marvel is one of my favourite Marvel characters, and I like pop vinyls. But goodness me, is it a good job I don't keep the boxes, because look at the state Amazon have made of this. Imagine if I was like a proper collector who liked to keep the boxes good. It literally just came in a plastic bag. Amazon, these are collector's items. You've got to do better with these. But on a positive note, Damien Donahoe, thank you very much for sending it. Happy belated Lelujo Day. Enjoy your gifts, Kev, from Damien Donahoe. Damien, thank you very much. I will enjoy it. And I mean, the actual pop itself is completely fine in there. But the box, I mean, that's just wrecked. There we have Carol. Hooray! Ow! When your back hurts, don't bounce into a chair then bounce back out again when you realise the camera's not set up properly. That really hurt. Goodness me, coffee. Don't worry, this isn't the end of the vlog club. There is more to come after this. However, I just wanted to talk to... This is such a mess out here. I need my back to get better so I can put stuff back. That chair should not be there, but I can't lift it back over the desk to put it back. I just wanted to talk to you all, don't need that, using that microphone, about this whole London Andy Summer in the City thing without him being there to listen, because we're not really sure what to do about it. We're playing around with a few different ideas and a few different options in our heads at the moment, because on the face of it, you know, we've been trying to get him to come to London with us for years, and he's always refused. And you saw earlier on in the vlog, this is the first time he has ever said yes, but it was a no yes. His instant reaction still with London is no, but then he thought, oh, hang on, Premier Inn, maybe yes. Is that the thing? If I had weird corners for a minute, it's because the lens hood wasn't on right. So, we like the idea of taking him. We've found somewhere for Dave to stay while we do it, but we haven't yet pulled the trigger on it. And really, as the dog kennels is the only thing that we have to decide in advance, because if Anna and Andy do come down for the Summer in the City weekend, they're not going to be coming into the event itself. That would be too much for Andy. So I'm not planning on getting them tickets to the event. The hotel is already booked as a family room. I'm driving down because there's a car park opposite the hotel that we're going to be staying in. So I'm driving down, we don't need train tickets. The hotel's booked regardless, so I don't need to add anything to that. So they can really decide on the day that they want to come, other than that we need something to do with Dave. But I'm not sure whether this is the right event or the right weekend to take Andy to London for the first time, because I am going to be busy all weekend. Summer in the City is a working weekend for me, whether it's the Creator Day on the Friday when I'm going along to learn stuff and do some networking and hopefully set up some collabs for later on in the weekend, through to some of the other stuff that I've got planned throughout the Saturday and the Sunday. Play Expo is also on across London that same weekend, and I'm planning on going to that as well and doing some filming there. So I have a very busy weekend for that weekend anyway, And as it was kind of a throwaway thing when we asked him earlier, we expected him to say no. And it's only when he said yes that we've had to think about it a little bit, but actually thinking about it, we're going to be travelling down early on the Friday morning. Can't check into the hotel until 2 o'clock. I'm at somewhere in the city from 10 o'clock. So Anna and Andy are going to have to occupy themselves on their own in London without a hotel to go to for 4 hours. That doesn't appeal. It's not a disaster because we could always add the Thursday night onto the booking. It's a relatively cheap hotel. That would be doable if we needed to. We'd obviously have to pull the trigger on that a little bit sooner. But then the actual rest of the weekend, Friday, I am literally busy all day. Saturday and Sunday, I'm busy most of the days. In the evenings, I'm going to be editing together the videos that I'm putting together that weekend. It's going to be more than just normal vlogs, hopefully. I'm planning on getting a whole chunk of stuff done while I'm down there. So I'm not really going to be available as part of that weekend for them. So I'm not sure what to do. It would be a cost-effective way of getting Andy to sample London because, like I say, I'm paying for the hotel anyway, I'm travelling down there anyway, so there's not really any extra cost in bringing him on. But we're not going to be able to do stuff like travel around, or I'm not going to be able to go and travel around the DLR with him and go up the Shard and go on the London Eye and all this other stuff that he might want to do. Anna is wary of doing that with him on her own. Give you an example, today we went to Morrison's on the way back from town, and when we walked past the cash machines, Andy tried to film someone else who was using them, and when we tried to sort of lead him away by the shoulder, he dropped down to the floor and we had to kind of pick him up and move him. She couldn't do that on her own. Something as simple as walking past the cash machine at a supermarket. It shows that although he has made a massive amount of progress, I don't know if they're still at the point where Anna and Andy can explore London on their own. So I think what we're leaning towards right now is that I go to somewhere in the city on my own as planned, but we now know that as long as we stay in a Premier Inn, Andy is on board for a trip to London. So fingers crossed we'll be able to sort something out for Blackpool in August to stay in a Premier Inn there, take Andy, take the girls, have a full sort of 2 or 3 day family holiday of it. We're trying to get something set up for that. I'm glad we've now got dog kennels because we can then, that's somewhere to put Dave for that, even if not for London. But then the London thing, it goes into the system now. I know I just described my brain as a system, but it's something we can go and do at some point when I can dedicate a full weekend to actually family stuff and doing the fun stuff and putting a really realistic look on it. When we can afford to take everyone on the London Eye and afford to do all this other stuff again. We don't have our Merlin passes anymore. All we could really do, and I am planning on having a super low cost weekend in London for somewhere in the city, to the point where I was considering taking my military ration pack that I got for my birthday off of Anna. I was considering taking that down and doing a video on that in my hotel room because it's a cool video I want to make anyway, but it means I don't have to buy London food that day. So yeah, we perhaps won't take him to somewhere in the city, or we may change our mind and do it. Watch this space. I need to go and do some more Pokemoning. All of which brings us to a traditional Saturday evening of Andy staying up late watching whatever programme this is. It used to be Who Dares Wins. This is one of those programmes that used to be one of the National Lottery programmes. He loves the National Lottery. The lottery isn't on TV anymore, I don't think. But this game show persists and he is very much enjoying it. Over there somewhere. When he comes back over, Andy, just come sit down for a minute. We've got a celebration to do. Come sit, or sit here, whichever one you want to sit on. Andy, this is important.
Yeah.
We have hit 50,000 subscribers on the channel.
Yeah.
Hooray! Thank you very much to every single one of you who subscribed to the channel. Anna would come on and celebrate too, but she's feeling poorly now, so she's hiding over the other side of the room. But 50,000 subscribers. That, yay. There you go, you can hear her yaying. Yay. That is a ridiculous number. Thank you to every single one of you. As promised, we do now have a giveaway for you. So we're going to be giving away a Chewy Gem Discovery Box of your choice. The winner's choice, not all of you. We were planning on doing this big fancy giveaway thing, but the way we were going to do it doesn't seem possible anymore. We were going to use a website called gleam.io. It's how we've done stuff before, but it looks like you now have to pay $120 to be able to use that site how we want to use it. So forget that, we're just going to do it the good old-fashioned way. If you would like to be in with a chance of winning a discovery box of your choice from Chewy Gem, just leave a comment on this video. It doesn't matter what the comment says. Even the people who just put first will be eligible to win the prize, and then we'll use one of those random comment picker web pages that you can use to just randomly select one of you as the winner. Whoever wins will get in touch and Chewy Gem will get that sent out to you. There are a few other bits that we want to give away as well, but because we can't do the big grand giveaway we wanted to do, we'll perhaps figure out another way to give those away. We've got some of our merch we want to give away as well, but we'll figure out a plan for that. But we couldn't let 50,000 pass without at least giving away the Chewy Gem box, because they were kind enough to offer us one to give away when we hit 50,000 subscribers, and that's exactly what we shall do. So we are going to leave things there for today because we want to watch Who Dares Wins, because we like a Saturday night game show. If you have enjoyed today's vlog, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. And thank you very much for watching. I don't get anything for myself anymore.